And hello everybody, welcome back to Britain Unwrapped. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some breaking news for you this afternoon. And actually, to be fair, it is very, very shocking, as former BBC presenter Hugh Edwards has not been given a custodial sentence after paying for 41 images of children aged between 7 and 9 years old. I mean, again, look, to be fair, due to the BBC, you're probably not surprised, but this is absolutely disgusting. And as stated, he is not going to be receiving a custodial sentence. There has been a lot of uproar, as you could probably imagine right now, but this is super disgusting. And literally weeks after, people have literally been sentenced for 2 to 3 years for posting, hurty words on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or X as it's known now. People have, of course, been actually jailed, taken out of their homes and put into jail for posting things on social media. And in fact, real prisoners, the sex offenders actually, funnily enough, have also been released. And now Hugh Edwards, of course, I just don't understand how he has avoided a custodial sentence and gets a suspended sentence. Obviously, he got off on the old mental health situation as they were concerned for his safety. But what about the safety of children? Two-tier justice. Again, this is an absolute disgrace, and I'm genuinely disgusted in what I am reading this afternoon as it's coming out that Hugh Edwards receives just a 6-month suspended sentence, no prison, as he paid for 41 images of children aged between 7 and 9 years old. This man is a predator, and he's been let off. He's allowed to leave. Now, reading some of this sort of stuff, obviously he apologised and all this sort of stuff that's being said from the courtroom. But this man is still a threat to society. Everyone calling this mental health situation. You know what? I have mental health children. You have mental health problems. And you go and pay for indecent images of children. That's not right. You can't put a mental health claim on that. That's disgusting. And this man is sick in the head. As stated, apparently he was emotional throughout his sentencing. Of course, probably not for the children, just because of himself and his career that's been discredited, and people exposing him for who he really is. I don't think he cares about the children and the victims. He cares about himself and the fact that he's no longer a presenter for BBC anymore. Basically, Paul Goldspring, the chief magistrate, said while delivering his sentences, perhaps it does not need saying that you are previous good character and have enjoyed a very successful career in the media. You are highly regarded for your dedication and professionalism, perhaps the most recognised journalist in the UK. Your reputation is in tatters. He basically went on to state that he accepted that Edwards did not remember the images received and did not send them to anybody else, telling the 63-year-old, "You did not keep them and you did not send them on to anyone else. I accept that you had issues with your mental health. That degree that you received sexual gratification from the images is difficult to assess." Then it went on to say, and basically gave him his suspended sentence. And basically, this comes after Edwards issued an apology to those he has quote-unquote betrayed ahead of the ruling. Defence barrister Phillips Evans KC said the newsreader was truly sorry for how he damaged his family and his loved ones and for committing the offences. Basically, he said to the Westminster Magistrates Court, he's known that he's hurt and he has damaged his family and his loved ones around him. For all of this, he is truly sorry, and he is truly sorry he has committed these offences. Edwards' barrister also said in his client's defence ahead of sentencing, he has lost that good character. He has lost that good character in a very public way. That is why we respectfully submit a matter of some significance, and we know that the court will not underestimate the effect that will have on him. He has not worked since leaving employment with the BBC. Obviously, Edwards arrived at court today having previously admitted to 3 charges of making indecent photographs. And basically, that is it by the looks of things. He is going to be getting a 6-month suspended sentence. Make that make sense. I mean, again, the words that I want to use on this YouTube video. Again, this probably wouldn't be able to go up if I was able to use the words that I wanted to use. But this man is disgusting and is allowed to walk your streets. Now, again, look, I don't tell people to rebel. I don't tell people to do anything. But, genuinely, you know, there's people out there, British nationals, British people, being jailed for 2 to 3 years whilst a predator like that walks the streets and is released and not have to do a custodial sentence. But an 80-year-old man, for posting hurty words on Facebook, has to do a jail term. Just make it make sense. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. I mean, the BBC have a history of all of this sort of stuff. So it does make sense, of course. He is protected by the BBC. And of course, you know, we'll see what happens with him. But he'll probably get his pension, his full pension, by the looks of things. And as I said, no wonder the public have lost faith in the institutions and our institutions within this country, because this one is making me physically sick that Hugh Edwards has been released. I'm going to try and find some noticeable people, of course, that have reacted to the posts, but basically Tommy Robinson came out and gave his opinion with regards to it. He came onto the turn, of course, whilst hundreds of concerned British citizens are rotting in cells for protesting, tweeting and buying eggs. He's came out and gave that sort of response. Dan Wotton says Hugh Edwards walks free. Julie Sweeney and Lucy Connolly rotting behind bars for Facebook and X posts, respectively, in the wake of the Southport massacre. 2-tier UK. Nigel Farage put Hugh Edwards will not receive a custodial sentence and is still entitled to a large BBC pension. No wonder the public have lost faith in our institution. Others, Daniel O'Reilly, in terms of dapper laughs, he says, make this make sense, and proper 2-tier. I can't repeat those words right here, but basically said another win for the state-funded P factory, the BBC. Hugh Edwards got a suspended sentence, no jail time. The other day, a 67-year-old man has been jailed for 20 months for chanting, "You're not English anymore," at the police. Make that make sense. That's all I can really echo. Genuinely, it's disgusting. It's genuinely disgusting, and I have nothing more to say on the matter. But it's really disgusting. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of public outrage that's going to be coming up over the next couple of days. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Are you surprised? And what do you think of this 2-tier society that we live on in the UK? Let me know down there in the comments, guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and join our community. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers as we look to keep you up to date with all of the news that the mainstream media always conveniently hides away from you. Thank you, guys. Take care. Peace.